In this video, we're going to be talking about cold water fixture unit override values for some of the plumbing fixtures. I have a special guest with me here today, Paul Dischinger from my office. Say
Hello.
hi.
Hello.
So there's certain situations, depending upon which plumbing code you follow, where you may need to override or update some of the fixture unit values that we've entered into the families. So as the user manual states, we've included fixture units for the IPC, and if you guys need to update those, that essentially would be type values. So I have the 2015 Minnesota Plumbing Code, which follows a UPC in front of me, and there's multiple ways to size the domestic system, but in this case in chapter 6, as you can see, there's some specific values you have to assign to flush valve fixture units for each branch. And then we're going to show a solution of how you can reduce these values back down when you get down to sizing your total system, since you don't need to include these values in every branch in your total. So I have the sample project opened up, which is the best way to show this. I'm going to activate some views and we're going to adjust the values. So let's go to this riser diagram. So this sample project was a two-story building here. So we have a lower level bathroom group and an upper level bathroom group all combining right here in the first floor ceiling space, which right now we're at 103 fixture units. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select some of these tags here. So let's do the flush valve fixtures. So these here, let's change these to show cold water fixture units. Some jurisdictions, want to see these fixture unit values right on the plans, so this will save you guys a lot of time since we already have the information here for you. So now if you were sizing this for the UPC, what they are saying is that your furthest out flush valve needs to be assigned 40 fixture units, and then 30, and then 20 accordingly. So I'll show you how this works with the overrides in the families. Just going to spread some of these out so we can read them all. Alright, so I'm going to pull back up that code reference. So as you can see right here, so the first one is 40, second one is 30, third one is 20, and fourth one is 15. And then urinals are slightly different. First one is 20, second one is 15. So the families, we included a parameter to override the type value fixture unit. So if I select this family here, you guys can see that cold water fixture units in, that's what's at the connector, is a grayed out value. It's a calculated value because we included these overrides for you. So if this is 0, the connector is actually going to see the system parameters. So this is a Revit system parameter, CWFU, cold water fixture units. That's what it's going to use at the connector. So this is a type value where this would be the place to update from IPC to UPC numbers. If you need to change all your water closets from 10 to 8 or whatever it may be, this is where you would do that. Now if you need to override any specific ones, you would select the given fixture and you'd enter in the override. So this first one here I'm going to put at 40. The tags, you won't be able to edit this value in the tag because once again it's the final value. So you're going to have to go to the family to get to these values. So this one's going to be 30. So as you guys can see, our piping system is increasing in fixture units as we're updating these. So now the next water closet, this one's going to be 20. And then I believe we went to 15. I'm going to check that again real quick. So yeah, we go to 15 and then all the rest of them are 10, which was the typical value. So this one now we're going to get to this water closet. The rest of them are 10. Now I think people may interpret this differently. Well, so we do have one more water closet here, so we do have a fifth one, so that's our 10. Now the urinal, since we've already added these values at the water closets, the way that I interpret this is that you do not have to increase this urinal to 20 as well, because essentially this is like a sixth, water closet of sorts. It's a sixth flush valve. So in this case now we've increased all of these fixture units, and now we're up to, in this line coming up, 126 fixture units. The same up here, we're at 42.5. So now let's update these. So this furthest out water closet is going to be 40, and then 30, and then 20. Now we have no more water closets, and so now this urinal, looking back at the code, the first one was 20, second one was 15. We already have a 20 fixture unit value for the water closet, so I'm going to put this one at 15. All right, so now this branch, in the Chapter 6 code, you're sizing it based upon these fixture units, 112.5. This branch down here, once again, you're sizing it off of 126. Now, when you get to your main, we don't have to include those overrides twice. So we included the ability to take a reduction back down in your fixture units for your piping system that leaves. So if you choose the given T here, this is what you get with the copper pipe fittings. And you have two options here. So you can choose an inline CWFU reduction T or a T-in reduction. So since I have cold water coming into the T, so a T-in, that's what I'm going to choose here. And so as you can see, we have an out leg, and an in leg. And right now we have 0 fixture units. So what we have to do is we have to stretch these pipes back into it so that Revit recalculates the fitting. So we're at 126 from that leg. And now when we reconnect this, now we get the rest of it. So what we have here is we have this T now is showing us what is our 2 calculated legs. So the out and the dual out, here's the values. So 126 is coming from this bottom leg, 112.5 is coming from this upper leg. And now we can apply a CWFU diversity reduction. So this is just a straight subtraction of what we want to remove in regards to fixture units from the piping system. So in this case, I'm going to remove these overrides. So I've got 30 extra, 20 extra, 10 extra, so that's 80. Plus 10 extra, 90 extra in this branch here. So I'm going to apply a 90 reduction here. As you can see, you saw that update in the CWFU, which now updated in the piping system, and now we can go about continuing to use Revit to size the piping system as we need. So with a very big building, each branch is going to have to be sized with these overrides if you follow Chapter 6 in the UPC. And then wherever you have a T here, you're going to apply that diversity reduction so that your piping system doesn't have all those overrides included in the entire system. A couple notes with that just to be aware of is in the fixture unit summary schedule. So if we go under a design schedule for plumbing, so P_design, this fixture unit summary schedule. This schedule now, I want to make sure you guys are aware of what information is being conveyed here. So this schedule is indicating the CWFU system parameter value. It's not indicating the overrides. So when you look at these totals, this total does not include all of those overrides that you apply throughout the project. So if you want this schedule to be correct, you need to edit the type values for what you need. So if we go into formatting here, you can see that they're just the system parameters. Also, we're not itemizing every instance here, and we're calculating totals. So like in this case, for this water closet here, this is a calculated value now. So unfortunately, the way we've set up this schedule, you can't come here and change all these 10s to number 8s. There's ways to do that where if you went and changed the schedule to itemize every instance and didn't calculate totals, then you could do that. But as you can see, we're calculating totals because we want to take all of the accounts, all the counts applied to that, and add that up to the total. So that's cold water fixture unit overrides in the mechanical productivity pack. Thanks.